Hello, my crafty friends. Well, I went ahead and when Joann's had their inks on 40% off, I bought the rest of the inks that I know of, enough to fill 2 boxes. A warm box and a cool box is how I decided to separate them. But I thought it would be nice to have a swatch of all of them. And I'm just going to swatch them on white cardstock. And that way I can look at the swatch and try to decide which one I want to use in my project instead of trying to decide about, looking at the case. And then I can go directly to the case, and I'm going to put a spot for the names. Well, I don't know. Do I have room for that? See, there's 2, 3, 4. I think I do, if I make it small. Okay, let's do it like this. A little bit easier. When you're left-handed, you have to arrange things sometimes. One, 2, 3. Don't know if there's going to be enough or not. Four. 5. Oh yeah, there's going to be plenty of room. Yay! Okay. And then I want to divide this into 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do a little bit more. No, it's not going to matter. Okay. A little bit more than 1 inch. Well, let's divide it up here and make some marks. Maybe that will be a little more professional. Okay, there's 6 and 11.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. So 1, 2 and 3/4. No. See, it's not even. Let's start from. Sorry. I've never tried to do one where I had to divide things perfectly before. Okay, so 10, 5.5. It's not quite. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Okay, so 2 3/4 should be the middle. Right there. And then let's just go ahead and draw that line. And I'm making a mess with my ink pen because it doesn't dry very fast. Okay, now I'm just going to divide this in half, and we're just going to go with it. Imprecise though it may be. Okay. Now then, I'm going to pause and draw this a minute before we go on. Okay, I decided to turn this around and write the name above the swatch instead of below it, just so maybe it won't be confusing for me. And I'm going to start with the warm colors and just write down all the names, and then the cool colors, and then I'll come back and swatch. So we've got Pink Peony, and then Tea Rose, Sunflower, Monarch Orange, Orange Blossom, Carnation Red. I'm just going to write Carnation because there's not room to write red. Vermilion. Geranium. And then Plum. Sepia. Coffee. Potting Soil. And then we've got Library Green, Fern Green, Leaf Green, Garden Patina, Cobalt, Cornflower. Don't have room for blue. Forget Me Not. Sky Blue. Violet. Cactus Flower. Watering Can. And then Jet Black. Okay, I'm going to pause this and dry it one more time. Okay, now then I'm just going to use these little cheap sponges and put some down. Well, let's just do it that way. This is Tea Rose. Ooh, that one's powerful. Maybe that Peony Pink just wasn't as wet, but it sure didn't come out easy. Ooh, I don't want to let that bleed over. This is Sunflower. It's really pretty. I went ahead and got this set because it had a yellow in it, and I wanted a yellow because I had several of almost everything else. Orange Blossom is a very coppery, it's a sepia type color. I put them warm and cool together, and then Hannah came in and adjusted them a little bit because she thought they needed to move towards warmness and intensity. So that's what we've got going on here. This is a fast, cheap way to do this because these little Dollar Tree sponges don't cost much. And if I was using these things, I would have to take them off and put them on my you know, my little sponge holders all the time, and that takes a lot of time. So I can sacrifice a few sponges and be faster. Let me zoom in a little bit. Sorry about that. Maybe you can see better. I need to re-ink this one. I've used a lot of plum. I think next to the sepia, I've used the plum the most. I didn't buy a bunch of reinkers, but I did buy a sepia and a black and a plum and the, what is that? Fern Green. Oops. We're almost halfway through. This is potting soil. We have sepia, coffee, and then this is the potting soil. So we got a good variety of browns. And you can see how this orange blossom is a little bit lighter and copperier than the sepia, but they're very close. Probably could be used, you know, whatever you would use one for, you could probably use the other one for, but anyway. Let's get that out of the way. We'll start with this one. This is Library Green. It's kind of a phthalo green, I think. That's what I would call it. And then we've got the Fern Green, which I really, really, really like this color. And this is the Leaf Green. It's brighter, but it's still real pretty. And this is the Garden Patina, which I think I would call teal. And now the blues. This is Cobalt. It's very dark. It's a really good cobalt blue. And this is Cornflower. Which looks kind of denim-y to me. It looks like a denim type blue. This is Forget-Me-Not. Which is pretty bright. And Sky Blue. And now we're to the Violet. And then Cactus Flower. It's really pretty. At least this looks pretty. I haven't seen it in person, but we will now. We will see it right now. It's a very pinky Very pinky purple. More pink than purple, I think. And then watering can. Which is a very dark gray. I don't know, I think I would call that a slate kind of gray. And then we've got jet black. And there they are. And now I can look at this, and then I can go to the right box and get out what I want to use. And I think that's going to be very useful. The only thing I've ever really swatched before has been watercolors, but I think when you have this many choices, it's a good thing to swatch them. I may swatch my other inks, but I see myself using these more often than the other ones that I have. So I got a whole complement of colors right here, so I'm ready to go. Anyway, I thought you might be interested, and you might want to swatch some of your colors. So God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.